Maybe it's time you got on your bike, and you've got no excuse for not getting on your bike, especially if you live in Doncaster. A new Wheels for All centre is being officially launched at the Dome today by none other than British Paralympic athlete in cycling and swimming and a multiple gold medalist, Dame Sarah Storey. Morning, Sarah. Thank you for joining us. How are you?
Good morning, I'm very well, thank you, and it's absolutely gorgeous here in Doncaster. It's so blue, so much blue sky and sunshine.
Oh, that's good. The sun is shining for a dame. So you are a dame in a dome then, Sarah? Is that weird for you?
Actually, now you come to mention it, it's a little bit strange, but no, it's amazing this morning, and we've got so many different types of bikes here and so many different people, and some people who've not ridden a bike for 20 years or more, so it's been absolutely wonderful, and we've also welcomed the mayor down here and the chief executive council, so everybody's been down just to witness what's possible, and that cycling really is for everybody.
Wonderful. So Sarah, will you be cutting any ribbon?
I'm cutting some ribbon about 11 o'clock, so anyone who's passing by who'd like to come and say hello, that would be marvellous.
Oh.
And this centre will be here on a weekly basis. When I first became the Active Travel Commissioner in South Yorkshire back in April 2019, we wanted to set up centres that built on the centre that you already have in Hillsborough Park to enable people across the region to have access to cycles, so that when we build the infrastructure, the cycleways and the active travel lanes across the region, that was the commitment obviously of the Mayor back in his manifesto in 2018, was that people, regardless of their situation, will be able to access that those facilities and those active travel lanes, because they'll be wide enough to suit every type of bike and every type of machine, whether it's a two-wheel or three-wheel, and we've even got some four-wheels here as well.
Right, and so for somebody like me then, I wobble on a bike. If it's not a stationary bike, I'm in trouble, Sarah. Is it for me, this type of thing as well?
Yeah, we've got so many different types of three-wheel bikes here. So some of them are more recumbent, so a little bit more comfortable for people who feel a little bit too high up on a standard kind of saddle setup. We've also got some tandems that aren't your regular tandem where you're sort of one behind the other. You're actually sat next to each other. Right. And, of course, if you're going out for a nice ride together, you don't need to be racing. You want to have a chat. You go out in your car, you'd sit next to each other and have a chat, wouldn't you? So it's the same kind of idea. What we're building in the region, when you see things like in Sheffield, like Grey to Green, and all of the other different infrastructure. I think there's Sheaf Valley routes coming, to be built in the next year or two. And those types of routes are for everybody, not just people commuting to work, people who want to go out with a family, people who want to meet up with their friends for a coffee. We build roads for cars for all different types of reasons, so why shouldn't we do that for active travel as well?
Oh, Dame Sarah, you're speaking my language. So why is it so exciting then for you to be a part of this?
Well, it's just brilliant to see people on their bikes in the fresh air enjoying themselves. And we talk a lot about, having access to nature and access to green space and having an opportunity to improve our mental well-being. And physical activity is one of the ways we can do that. And you shouldn't have to feel that, you're excluded from that just because you have a long-term health condition or a disability. There is a cycle for everyone about a bike. And not everyone believes that yet, but we're on a mission to show that there is a bike for everyone. And the different sorts of people that are here, like I say, some of them haven't been on a bike for 20 years. Some of them believe that there wasn't a bike for them, but they can ride with a companion. People who have had a stroke, people who've got MS, people who have got other situations. And some people are here because they have, low confidence and low self-esteem, and they have been struggling because of the situation around the pandemic or just other things that have brought stress to their day-to-day life. So it is a group for everybody. There's no judgment here. If you can't ride, we'll find a way to get you on a bike and a smile on your face before you leave.
Oh, it sounds magnificent, and it sounds as if you're including every single individual in South Yorkshire and North Derbyshire, which I really, really love. So this is part of your role, as you said earlier, as South Yorkshire's Active Travel Commissioner. What else have you got planned in this role, Dame in a Dome?
Well, we're looking forward to bringing these centres to both Rotherham and Barnsley as well, so that we have a centre in each part of the region that services everybody. But we're also building the infrastructure. We set out a plan in our Active Travel Implementation Plan nearly 2 years ago now to build a connected network for people to get around without the need for their car. And of course, across South Yorkshire, 40% of journeys are under a kilometre are done in a car, and we don't want people to feel trapped and welded to their vehicle if they could be outside and enjoying the fresh air and contributing to their own health and well-being. We know how important it is to to be healthy, especially during the course of a pandemic when we're trying to increase vaccination rates. If you're healthier and your immune system responds better, then that's all good from a health perspective, but also from a congestion perspective. If we can get more people feeling confident enough to walk and cycle, then that will have an effect on the roads, so a positive effect. So we're here to do as many positive things as we can, and the more people that engage, the better it will be.
Thank you so much. So it's for yourself, it's for others, and it's also for the environment, for the planet as well. That sounds like a good recipe for me. Well, I'll let you go because I know you've got to fluff yourself up. Not that you need fluffing, Sarah. Fluff yourself up to cut that ribbon. So we'll leave you to get on with the important stuff. It's been very important talking to you, though. It's been nice to have a chat with you about this, and we look forward to seeing you on future occasions to talk about this again, about the role that you play and about the wonderful stuff that you do. Thank you very much, Sarah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Take good care.